Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to pour the cloudy flower technique, and I've noticed I haven't poured it in ages, so I'm very curious if I can still do it or if I get some kind of effect. So anyway, I have here 70 grams of resin, and you saw I gave it like 3 or 4 squeezes of the enoki. I'm stirring my enoki very well, so it's really mixed well into my resin. The resin I'm using here is the ultra cast resin. And if you hear some noise in the background, I'm having Gary sitting on my legs. And he's asking for a little bit of attention, you know. Anyway, so you see I'm stirring. And I have here my mold. The mold is from MoldsandShapes. It's the round, rough and tough duo mold. And I'm pouring some resin into the mold, some clear resin, like I'm doing with the cloudy flower technique. And I'm making sure it's like half full from the height. You cannot always measure it 100%, but I'm eyeballing that it's half full. The mold is 1.2 centimeter deep, so it's round about 0.6 centimeter that I'm filling my mold. And because my resin had a few air bubbles, I'm just using the torch only to pop some bubbles which are on the surface. And then I can start doing whatever I need to do with my resin inks. The first resin ink is from Art, and it's the Amaranth. And I'm just dropping 4 drops. I'm doing this with both of the coasters. I want to have them rather similar. And then I have my next color. It's the Caribbean. It's also from Art. And I'm dropping this also randomly into the molds. Love those colors, and I think those colors look nice together. The Amaranth looks now a little bit dark. And then I have as the last color, and yeah, my bottle was leaking, the Slate Gray. It's a very dark purple tone. It's not gray, it's more purplish. And it's always amazing what pattern resin inks or alcohol inks are doing when you drop them into on top of your resin into your mold. It's so funny. I thought I'd just use a little bit more of the Caribbean blue. And then I can start with my white. So I'm firstly starting with one coaster, finishing it, and then I take the second coaster. What I forgot to tell you, I'm also swirling my resin inks. I think I've never done this with the cloudy flower technique, but I thought maybe it gives a nice blending, but only very gentle, not too much. And then I can start with my white. This is always the thing with the voiceovers, so I'm very sorry, when I'm sometimes getting mixed up with the row. I'm pouring my enoki rather thick into the mold. This is now around the edge. And then I thought I go with a little puddle into the center. So I'm very curious what the outcome is going to be. And now I'm taking the rest of my clear resin, I'm drizzling the clear resin on top of my white, and also I'm filling my mold up in the center, so hopefully I don't have a white blob. So let's wait and see how this is going to turn out. And then I have here a mixture of gold leaf and some crushed glass, very thin glass or tiny stones in gold and silver, and this is going to be my center. And just a quick torch, and then I can take care for my second one, or my second coaster. I'm also doing my spiral around the edge. You see it there. And then I'm doing a spiral towards the center. And this is, I think, the original way I was pouring the cloudy flower technique in the past. Like I said, I never take notes. I also didn't watch my videos. I just went from what I had in my mind, how I poured this technique. So let's wait and see what the outcome is going to be. And here I also drizzled the clear resin on top of my white, and I'm also filling up my mold a little bit. And then I'm also taking care of the center with my gold leaf and the silver tiny stones. And then I need to wait and see, yeah, what is the resin doing? And I'm very curious about it. Yeah, I'm just taking care that the leaves and the foil and the stone, that they are just, that they are sinking a little bit. And then a quick torch, and you can already see that the resin is working. So the next day, and if I can be honest, the back side or the pouring side is looking very similar. So I'm curious if both of the coasters look the same or if there's a difference. And yeah, let's wait and see. So this is the one where I did the puddle into the center. And look at this. It went all white and I have no idea why. It cannot be just this one tiny, this tiny blob I made with the white, but the white is split into rows. It's very funny. But the edge is very amazing, I think. And now let's have a look for this one. And there I almost lost all the puffy effect I normally have with the cloudy flower effect. I have the puffy effect just with the white, but not with the colors. And on the other side, I don't have the puffy effect. But the edges are amazing in this mold. I really love it. You will see it later in a better view, but they really look like ice crystals. I don't know, with a little bit of color. They have, I'm amazed. And that the pours are so different from each other. I didn't expect this. So this is the first one. And I actually like that one a little bit better, even though there's a lot of white, but the white is a little bit transparent and I really adore this. And look at the upper edge because of the rough and tough design, it has a very special edge and I really adore this. And now there's a second one coming and it's also very beautiful, also the edge. Anyway, I'm wondering about what you are thinking, and yeah, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and just take care, guys. Bye bye.